don't accept.
And here we go. We're live. It's behind the counter. We're all laughing because Mike was trying to block me from getting to the table with a chair after he got a wild mock when he would tell me something.
Dan's looking for trouble lately.
But we are live here behind the counter, starting off another week here on Insane Games TV. Hope everyone had a great week, and we're getting ready to go. Quiet weekend here in the store. Wasn't that busy?
Yeah, it was slow, but I guess they did pretty well yesterday. Afterwards, we sold Pokemon Gale of Darkness for GameCube for $200. So.
And a GameCube.
That was it?
Well, what? What do you mean?
Like the one sale of $200?
Well, that was just the highlight sale. I was
Yeah, but sometimes that's not all that. Well, I mean, I knew something big sold when I saw all the 50s. I'm like, okay, someone paid with something big.
Yep, so that and the GameCube. I say when I left yesterday, we were quite low on sales, so Cam and Dave did a good job. Took care of business. Is that sour or something?
When you have cranberry, I drink seltzer and cranberry juice all the time, but not straight up cranberry juice. But I feel like having something different in the one cooler. We got to fix the one cooler. There's nothing cold in there anymore.
Yeah, that cooler stinks.
It's ridiculous. Like I wanted to pull out his seltzer water and it's lukewarm.
Johnny broke it on purpose.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure it's a Johnny screw job.
We'll see. We'll probably have to put a new motor in that bad boy.
Wouldn't surprise me. I got some stuff to go over here tonight. NASCAR 21 announced today. Big news for the Danny NASCAR crowd.
About goddamn time.
Dude, I don't have Steve's essay here with me, but, I feel like NASCAR Heat 5 has held us over quite some time, but it's still a pretty reasonable game to be playing.
During the NASCAR season, there's no other choice, really. You either play recent or you play one where there's nobody racing anymore, probably. I would like to take a peek into NASCAR. We're playing 5 now, right? So we had to check out 4's lobbies and see if there's a lot of people. That's where Danny NASCAR began.
The reality is, here's the only thing I care about. The online interactions and the online community is just as strong now as it was a year ago. I think that's big. Am I wrong with that? I mean, I for Xbox anyway, I got out last night and there's still 280 people racing. That's a lot of people.
That's only in season, though. I remember it was going through quite the dead time when it wasn't NASCAR.
Yeah, well, it'd be like during the winter times, it was actually kind of quiet. And then I remember when Daytona started, there was like 400, 300 people on there.
Oh yeah.
But so NASCAR 21 announced today. They didn't give a release date, but they kind of went over some specifics, and I'll have Steve break those down in a minute. But I'll be honest with you, I'm disappointed in the title.
You're just picking something to be disappointed about.
No, seriously.
NASCAR Heat 5. Hold on. What's the title?
NASCAR 21.
What's wrong with that?
It's very...
Who makes the game? Is it EA?
No.
Motorsports games.
So they're just trying to line up with like the other yearly titles, basically.
I guess, but let's think of something original.
Are they going to start making it every year now?
Probably, yeah.
If it starts that, then...
I guess.
NASCAR 22, 23, 24. Oh, God.
I mean, with the Heat games, they
Jeff
couldn't...
Gordon edition?
Hey, first off, now, am I wrong? They really should have, when they get into like NASCAR 20, too late, but NASCAR 24, would you be disappointed if there was a Jeff Gordon cover?
That's absolutely going to be a Jeff Gordon edition.
It's got to be there. At the very least, William Byron.
Yeah.
Or both. Kind of have Byron be the standard, Gordon be the special.
So what about Joey Logano for 22?
You could be like one of those foil covers, like when you turn it, it's Byron, and then it like morphs into Jeff with like the same.
We got to lock that down. They got to pay us for that idea.
It would be like $79.99, of course.
That'd be a sick cover.
I might have to buy it physically then.
If they do it.
You don't buy your games physically to begin with?
I get them digitally.
Steve, I learn more and more about Steve every week when he's on the show. He's a digital guy. First off, he thought Batman versus Superman sucked.
That was a very big turning point in our relationship.
And now I find out that he downloads all his games. That's absurd.
I am lazy.
For the
What
prime
is that?
purpose of
No,
not
no,
getting
no,
up
no,
to
no,
change
no.
games.
Steve,
Exactly.
you were at Walmart every other day.
Pretty
Either
much,
it's
yeah.
searching one man's trash or whatever. Okay? There's no excuse. You can very easily go in and get a game at Walmart.
Yeah, you could.
And
Most of the
it's
time.
cheaper.
Most of the time, yeah, but
You
it's
probably
also,
find good deals on them, but
Aren't they cheaper at Walmart? I digitally download a game. It's never on
all
sale.
brand new games start at 50 at Walmart.
Right.
So
But
they
when you
probably
buy a
shouldn't be saying
brand new
that, but-
game and you digitally download it, isn't it $59.99?
Yes.
So save $10 go to Walmart.
He doesn't want to
Yeah,
get up
but-
when he changes the
It's
game.
two diecast cards you could buy.
Yeah, but
He's gonna buy them
And
anyway.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you can trade it in at some point and at least get something for it.
That's always my biggest thing about it, is that you can have some resale value on it.
that's a big problem that I have with, at least personally, I am not good with money. Blatantly say that now.
So you're locking yourself down so
I
you
will-
don't trade it in.
Exactly. I traded in Breath of the Wild. I've traded in Mario Odyssey. Traded in big games like that, and then missed them like 2 weeks later.
That is how it used to be. But, hey, so you don't respect digital downloading at all?
No, I don't respect it
I
only
know.
because there's no economics behind it.
What do you mean economics?
Okay, would you digitally download them?
When they're free, I download digital
that's
games all the time.
I'm talking at 59. First off, you can buy it cheaper in a store.
It depends on the game.
It's never on sale online.
I would say 80% of the time it's cheaper in stores, but you can find some nice
Okay?
deals once
And
in a
they're
while.
always trying to push their other bullshit. Their online subscriptions or their online whatever.
Nah, I have no
shit.
time for that.
Exactly. So I'm not buying into the program.
I'm an Xbox Gold member. I'll never buy Game Pass.
And then you had the people that come in here like, really? $25 for the game? Well, did you play it? Like, did you beat it out? What else can you buy fully used to its maximum ability and then return it and get at least 50% back, if not more?
That is true.
Yeah.
If you bought NASCAR 21 and it was $59.99 and you brought it back 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, you probably get $40 for it. Am I wrong?
No.
We would give $35.
You probably only sell it. The game's probably only going to be $50
No, I
when
bet
it comes
NASCAR
out.
21's right up there.
Probably
NASCAR
be
Heat
a
5 was only a
$60
$50
It's
game.
a $60 game.
That's
Heat
so,
4,
but
I believe, was $60.
Yeah. So, how much would you give for a $60 game that brand new just comes in? You'd probably give $35 for it.
probably
Go buy
so.
a car and use it for a week and see what you're gonna get. Go buy
Video
a
games
refrigerator.
are a unique market like that.
Go buy a
but
refrigerator and see what you can get for it after a month. Go buy clothes and see what you can get for it after a month.
It's all about saving space. A lot of people aren't collectors. They don't want to just hold on to.
Yeah, look at it this way.
eventually
You gotta
it
think of
becomes
anything
junk
you
to them.
buy that you use to the full ability. And then what do you do after that? I'm trying to think of something else. that
Throw
you
it
can
out most of the time. When I use it to full ability, it's trash afterwards. What are you gonna say?
I'm trying to think of something that you could use to your full ability.
I guess like renting movies and stuff. But that's
No, I'm thinking about something that you buy.
You buy and then use it all the way up, like
you
a
can't
deodorant.
Okay, what do you do with that?
You
Can't
throw
do anything with
away.
it.
You could
Food,
recycle
drink.
yeah, recyclable plastic.
And I'm thinking of something more like a personal item that you can buy for entertainment.
for entertainment.
Like a movie. What do you do with the movie after you watch it? Nothing. I mean, you still
Sits
can,
there.
You can bring it in somewhere, I guess.
It also
Some
depends on
places
the-
buy movies.
A book? Can
That's
you
very
return a
sim-
book when you're done with it?
No, that's absurd.
It's
Yeah,
that's
that's
called
like-
a library.
I'm sorry, Netflix. Netflix, and when you
Library
watch all
gem.
your show after you paid $9.99 and you watch all, can you return them?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What did you just say? You already got proved wrong with the library. So
I
now-
said with Netflix,
Free trials.
after you watch all of your shows, can you get them all back and get your money back for it?
That's a subscription. That's a different.
Not really.
If you
That's
get
like-
that free trial for that specific show you wanted, you watch it all the way through. You don't
Well,
have
how
to
do you
pay
get
for
money
it.
back? It's a free trial.
You never
You
put
don't-
any in.
Exactly.
Well, some people don't have free trials.
You could always just make another email.
That's true. There are
Whatever. I don't know where
multiple
we got off on this
sites for
subject,
emails.
but I'm simply saying there's some value to buying physical copies that people share.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Oh, no one shits on it.
Not people
They
do.
weigh the value and they say, I don't care.
I just rather have it. Well, so when your Xbox has a meltdown and completely fries out, it's saved in the cloud.
It's attached to your Xbox account.
It wasn't for a long time.
It's actually, if your disk drive breaks, then you only have the thing. I would say the disk drive is the first thing to probably break on an Xbox. From what I've seen from my own Xboxes.
Possible. All right, so Steve, why don't you break down what's in NASCAR 21?
It's not much really announced. They've announced a new engine, new physics using the Unity engine. Unreal Engine, not Unity.
Okay.
Unreal's who else uses that right now?
Pretty much.
Tekken 7
almost
uses
everyone.
Unreal Engine.
A lot of people use it.
Like who?
Okay, you're gonna put me on the spot. I'll have to
Yeah,
think
you're
first.
running your mouth.
Gears of War, I'm pretty sure uses it. Fucking, what is the most newest game? Games haven't been good lately, so it's hard to say.
Tekken 7.
Apex might have used it. Maybe. I don't think. No, they have their own Titanfall engine.
Do people still use it? Do people still play Apex?
Hold on.
PUBG, is that even a game still?
I wasn't prepared for this question, but
Well,
many
you were
people.
saying everyone uses it without everyone else in backup. Pretty absurd.
Sackboy, A Big Adventure for the PS5 uses it.
Who?
It's a game that's bundled in with every PS5 that uses the controller really well for free.
So it's supposed to have a good engine.
Yes.
And this is
Do they use the Unreal Engine now?
No.
They used to use the Unity engine.
Okay.
So the engine's for online play only, right? Like, what's
No.
the engine for?
That's just how the game runs. Like all the graphics and how
Do you
it's
want
being
20
processed.
games that uses the Unreal Engine?
Break them down.
Gears of War, Fortnite, Bioshock, Bulletstorm, Batman, Arkham City, Borderlands 2, Unreal Tournament, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's skip some stupid ones.
No, say them.
They don't even. Some of these are really
Some
old.
of them are ridiculous.
Some of these are really old. Well, that adds to that. Everybody uses it, good or bad.
Not really everybody. I don't see Call of Duty. I don't see Halo. I don't
Well,
see
they have their
Madden.
own engine. That would be absurd if they use that. I think that's enough to prove my point. That they're a very
Still
popular
very
engine.
questionable. I mean, Bioshock. Who plays that water garbage?
That was just one of the best games of all time when it
Borderlands
came
2.
out.
Borderlands 2.
That was also
game's
an
pretty
extremely
okay.
good game.
Trash.
I mean, maybe no one plays them now, but when they came out,
I
they
mean, the
were
only
top
game that
tier.
has any type of value to that would be Fortnite. The only game that's at all close to actually
It's
being
basically games made by Epic
Fortnite's pretty much
use the
only
Unreal
real game
Engine.
on there.
Epic makes the Unreal Engine. Do you understand that? boy?
Obviously.
I don't think you understand
I
that.
do. When
You
you-
just said you don't even know what
When
games
you're
use
reading
the
off
engine.
all the games, and they're all Epic games.
Now you know that. Say
Not
thank you
really.
for telling me that, Mike.
You didn't even know that, and you're a Gears of War
I said
fanatic.
Gears immediately.
Mm.
You can go back and look.
Mike's been wrong on a lot of things. Like
I'm not wrong about
Joey.
anything.
You got that wrong.
No, I
You
did
were
not.
saying Joe the longest time.
Nope. You're the one
Joey.
that sang
The
it.
song goes.
You would say
woke
Joe.
up that
I'll have to go
morning."
back and clip it. You're just lying
I'm
now.
not lying.
That's not fair content. You're just lying about
Not at
stuff.
all. I've always said it's Joey, and you say it's Joe, which is ridiculous.
You're lying to try to get me angry, and I'm not playing into it.
Any other
Dan
things
is
in NASCAR
wildly
21?
wrong.
Biggest thing, the paint booth. A full-on paint booth that you can customize your car however you want, within reason. I don't think a lot of people would want a bunch of profanities racing around the track.
So wait, the paint booth, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
So I can do exactly what you just said with the Wienermobile, essentially.
But like all the logos in there.
That I do
That's-
not know, but I'm
So
sure.
you can design any pattern. Is what you're saying.
I wouldn't mind making a custom Burger King car. Be pretty wet.
A lot of like the old NASCAR 15 and Inside Line had that kind of paint booth where it gave you a bunch of sponsors, but a lot of people didn't use the sponsors and they just made whatever they wanted.
Did it have any sponsor you wanted?
In the old games you can make them.
Oh, you just
You can
paint it
make the
yourself,
Burger King-
pretty
Burger
much.
King one?
Yeah.
And you can download other people's stuff, right?
On the PC one, yeah.
Pretty cool.
See, that's what I want. I want to be able to download a car in that I want.
No.
I want a custom Insane Games TV car.
Yeah, if we can need a paint
a
booth.
custom Danny NASCAR car. No, I do an Insane Games TV car. I do that. I do a purple front with a huge Insane Games TV logo on the front, and on the side I do individual, like different shows. I could think of all the special paint.
That would
paint
be
schemes
pretty
you
wild.
could do.
Yeah.
I could do an all-out red and black for the Citadel. I could do like an all-out Danny NASCAR one.
You could just have my face from that.
I could
shit.
put Mike's
could.
big head on the Retro Wednesday.
It'll be all over it. And Mike and the Dream Team.
I was thinking more along the lines of Byron's 2021 Exalta car, but instead of the red, that'd be black, and then the rainbow colors be the green, yellow, purple of the logo.
I think it'd be pretty sick to have be able to have like, you should be able to upload. You should be able to upload a logo. Like you should be able to attach like an Insane Games TV logo to it and make some cool shit out of it. I think that would be pretty cool.
That's what's coming.
They won't do it. They never do what the fans want. They never do what Dan requests.
I forget which game actually did do it. I think it was Forza. Where you could actually upload like
Boater
your
put his
own
logo on it or
logos. That's what I was
something.
gonna say. Boater back in the day. I remember coming into work and he had like a perfect store for a car for the store. It was
Of course, the
awesome.
stupid games do it.
Forza's pretty fun.
I was gonna say,
Is it?
Not as good as Gran Turismo, but it's still pretty fun.
Is it? It's no Need for Speed. That's where it's at, Steve.
I do like that little racing game argument thing.
More of a Burnout guy.
Where would you rank Need for Speed amongst the racing games?
Depends on which Need for Speed. Are you talking about the old ones?
Your
or the new
favorite
ones?
racing game versus your favorite Need for Speed.
Okay, just do
The best
racing
of the best
franchises
versus
in
the
order
best.
you think are good.
That too, basically.
Burnout, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, Forza, new NASCAR. Old NASCAR is between Forza and Need for Speed.
It's pretty reasonable.
Burnout?
He put
I
Need for
grew up
Speed
on that
right in the
shit.
middle. If he put it both above Forza and underneath Forza and Turismo,
He'd be in a PlayStation propaganda.
That's what I grew up with.
Okay, he's throwing out his PlayStation propaganda.
from what I've always heard, that is one of the more wet racing games out there.
Which one?
Turismo, Gran Turismo.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's just the fact that it's a wet racing game.
I'll have
Forza
to,
is
I'm not a
10
big
times
racing
better.
game guy, so you guys
Forza
would
is
know
better.
better
and
than
Need
me.
for Speed is
so.
10 times better than that.
I'll have to put it on the PlayStation because I got it digitally for you guys to try.
Like I said, I'm not the big racing game guy. I actually just started getting
Exactly.
into it with NASCAR.
Let's keep
But
your
from what I
racing
think,
opinion mute, please.
I've sold far more Gran Turismos than Forza.
Yay!
Now they just print out so few copies of Forza. All their disc copies are super high priced.
It's really, really popular right now. Gran Turismo hasn't had a decent game in 10 years.
Yeah, that may be true. Not 10 years, probably more like 6.
I mean, technically before Gran Turismo Sport, Gran Turismo 6 came out in 2013, so
Exactly.
It's getting there. 8 years.
It's been 8 years. Ridiculous. If you want to play a game right now, you got to go over and play Forza, baby. Need for Speed's no better either. They
When
can't get
they
their
haven't had a
ass
good Need for
either.
Speed in like a
We're
billion
going to
years.
continue. NASCAR Need for Speed is so bad, but we're going to continue to do everything that the fans don't want instead of what the fans do want.
They are very stubborn with the Need for Speed games.
I mean, they'll do it with NASCAR. They won't do anything that the people want. WWE is notorious for that. Oh, I want the general manager mode. You know what game I wanted to pop in the other day and start playing for a while?
Which
And once
one?
I do that, I get addicted to it, and I play for a long time. Can you guess?
What game, or did you say pop?
A game. I was going to pop in and play.
Was it Need for Speed?
Nope.
What genre was it? Wrestling?
Nope.
Sims?
No. Been
Right.
tempted, but no.
Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I was going to pop in the good old Roller Coaster Tycoon.
What system did it come in
I was going to play
for?
on the PC. The good old second version, the Roller Coaster Tycoon. I thought about doing a.
I think didn't they make a new one?
I want to do a stream playing the simulation games.
Which one?
Can you guess what my favorite simulation game is of all time?
Sim City.
No.
Zoo
You
Tycoon.
guess?
I'll pass it back to Mike.
Well, yeah, you already said Zoo Tycoon. No, I already said Zoo and Sims. Is it Sims?
No.
Is it still on me to guess? Am I
What?
just listing off Sim
I can't.
games?
I can't even play it. I've been trying to play it for a long time. I can't even.
It's
play
old
It.
now.
It's an older one. Now remember, this is my favorite simulation game. Not my favorite.
Oh,
game of all
Command
time.
and Conquer.
Who?
This is a Command and Conquer.
No.
Which one did you used to play with
I
Tommy?
love Command and Conquer.
Is that the one you
We
played?
couldn't play. It became too toxic.
I could see
It
that.
became very toxic. It just was not playable. I would bomb Tom with my auras, and he just could not take it. I
Tom,
bombed the living shit out of his base.
you were better than Tom at that?
Oh, absolutely. My auras would fly over my jet plane and drop about 15 gas bombs on his base. It was game over.
I didn't know Dan was superior at these games than Tom. Me and Tom played some Halo Wars together, and he was pretty good at that. But he did mix a lot of Air Force, and he might have been traumatized from that.
Halo Wars is a poor man's Command and
Oh,
Conquer.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just nice to get that Halo flavor sometimes.
You
But
still can't guess it? I think I've mentioned it before.
Is it StarCraft?
Nope.
if it's not Sims or Roller Coaster Tycoon, I'm quite...
It's a sim game,
and not Sim
not The
City. I
Sims.
said Sim City first.
not Sim City.
Sim Town or something. I forget what it was. The town one.
Briefly
Then-
there.
What do you what?
You were briefly there. Not it though.
Mm,
Sim
Tower.
Sim
Yeah,
Tower. Classic, like 1997 game.
What is it,
Sim
like a
Tower.
skyscraper
You
one?
build a skyscraper.
And
You
all
have
the
levels,
floors.
You build offices and condos and hotel suites, party entertainment, ballrooms. You know, and then you could have a little office. And you can put people in there that are you. So you see like little blue people walking around. Like, oh, who's this blue person in line at the elevator? I click on it. Be Mike Batista. I click on this guy.
Yeah, you actually
Steve.
name them. That's
And
funny.
they change the color to blue, so they're always and then like you would have traffic jams at 5 o'clock. It would ding 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 ding, and then all the people start lining up at the elevators. Then you would have a problem. You have to get bigger elevators. You have to expand the elevators out and get bigger service one. And then at the end of the month, classic, the 4 rent signs go up. All the people move out of the condos, and like, oh no, you drop the prices down, get them re-rented back up.
It sounds like a pretty
Great
interesting game. You said you can't play it now.
I can never find it.
Just order it.
I think I found a online thing you could play it on.
How you do that?
He's probably like, no shit.
I just... Oh god, it's gonna load an ad. Yeah, Blue Diamond's nuts.
Blue Diamond's what?
It's walnuts.
Walnuts?
Yeah, the spicy ones.
Wait, is this the ad?
Yeah, this is an
Oh,
ad.
okay,
yeah.
okay. I thought you were talking about the site you went to. Nice.
Wait, so is this a legitimate site that you can play on?
It's a DOS box, essentially, that you can play it on.
So I can just go put that on my computer and play?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
You could stream that too. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm intrigued.
Oh, there we go.
What the fuck is this? So I just go to classic games and play it that way?
Yeah.
Can you send me a link to this, Steve?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, keep going. Are you building a tower?
Can build a tower. Is this how it was?
Close
back
it.
in the
Shit,
day?
it's the fucking game!
Close it on him, Steve. God, that is old school. That's nice.
I'm gonna do. Look at it. There's a hotel room. There's the condos.
You don't even know what you're doing. You don't know how to play this game.
Why won't this go in?
You might need a mouse to play.
Yeah.
Enter?
Because you probably have to click and drag, it looks like you're trying to do.
Oh, no, I know why. The lobby's gotta go in first.
This is like lemonade stand, Dan. Come on.
Look at my lobby. Now watch. I think there's money involved too. Yeah, I got 184,000. They just go boom, boom, boom. There's a little maker, and you got it. And my thing was, you always had to keep them even. If you do this, you're fucked. If you don't get anything, like you gotta keep everything even. God, this is so wet.
You're not even doing anything. You're just building the
sale,
same
for
floor.
sale.
Oh, okay. You're building rooms. Does it fall down if you don't do it even?
What do you mean?
Does it crumble?
No.
Oh.
Oh God, I got look at, and eventually you get your whole thing built all the way up. It's the most absurd thing you've ever seen.
Oh, you scroll up.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
you can click on the thing. Oh God, can you send me the link to that?
Yeah.
You'll have to stream that one of these days.
I'm gonna stream it. I gotta come up with a cool name for simulation. I can do roller coaster. I can do sim tower. I can do Sim City's another classic.
Do they have all those on there?
After I send
No,
it
I
to
play the
Dan.
new Sim City.
Mm.
I'm gonna do some heavy research. You gotta come up
That'd
with a
be
cool name.
interesting.
I gotta come up with a cool name for simulation though. Damn Sims.
Do
Dan Sims.
Danny
Is it-
Sins.
you know what that is, Dan?
What?
Look at Steve.
What?
You
Can I say that?
can say it. Do
No,
you know who
it's-
Johnny Sins is?
Who?
He's a bald man.
So what's that mean?
He's
He's a doctor. He is a plumber.
the world's greatest doctor, lawyer, astronaut, firefighter, policeman.
Delivery man.
Yes, delivery man. Ever.
Is this something that I'm unaware of?
You can type it in if you want.
I probably not on the store Wi-Fi, but yeah.
The dirty site.
Oh yeah,
He's
he
a
is.
dirty man. Oh, he's mocking us, Steve. We're very surprised you don't know who Johnny Sins is.
I think I've heard of it.
Oh, you're playing coy.
Maybe, maybe not.
He's
Maybe
a big
you
time
can go
fan of Johnny.
beep.
He probably secretly loves Johnny Sins.
So how did we get off this topic? Where were we?
You were making up your name for
Simulators.
your Sims persona.
Danny Sims. I don't put that in there. Danny builds.
Eh.
Life is Danny.
Get the fuck out of here.
What? The game is based off of life,
Life
is
is
it
Danny.
not? Building a roller coaster, building a city.
If I saw that name, I'd unfollow the channel.
Danny's game of life.
What?
Danny's game of life.
Danny builds.
Danny, nothing. You know? We'll think of something. You have to speak to Tom for that kind of stuff. You're too cheesy.
Danny builds, and I gotta do some funny faces with me with some like, and like I'm building something.
Just copy and paste your face over Bob the Builder.
Dan the Builder.
I have played a good old classic Sim Town before, really old school, hot water garbage, but nonetheless, pretty decent.
Did you ever play the lemonade stand game in
No.
school?
Wait till I start getting
Really?
into Sim Resort, where I build a ski resort. God.
Those games stink, Dan.
No, they're not. People will watch those.
Nobody likes those games.
People will
A
watch.
lot of people do.
Watch. I build my mansion in The Sims. I start running my store, my county.
I'd probably be somewhat interested.
I run my county store. Where I sell, I used to in The Sims. I used to have a big store.
You're all over the place with your plans, Dan.
Not really.
You better
I-
rein it in a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm gonna make a candy shop in my store.
First off, one thing I now know that next
And
time I
my
get into a battle,
roads.
one-on-one battle with Tom, I'm just gonna challenge him to generals, Command and Conquer, 'cause he could not handle it. He would see it coming too. You ever play Command and Conquer?
No.
Have you?
A little.
So we would play Command and Conquer generals, and Tom would build this massive base. You would have and you loved. You had all the, and then I would just go. I would have a huge air force on mine. It would be on two opposite ends, and I would just send my fleet of Aura bombers over, and he could see them coming, and you can't stop them because they're lightning fast. So you come flying over, and they just drop the massive gas bombs, and I mean,
wasn't that breaking the rules using that kind of warfare?
I wasn't allowed to use the planes.
He said the chemical warfare.
He would play me, but I wasn't allowed to use the aura bombers. Bullshit.
That is pretty absurd to tie you down like that.
Oh yeah, he could not beat me.
I'm sure there was some sort of anti-air thing you could make.
The problem is those are lightning fast planes. But the problem is once they drop the bombs, their planes slow down, and then he can zap them down.
Well,
and
but
they
that's
are
too
expensive
late.
to
They
build.
already did their damage.
They did the damage. And then the thing is, what I do is it's all about taking them out at the knees. Okay, you don't go after you go after the power supply. So you go in, you blow up all the power. They can't shoot your planes down.
You should probably play these games. You seem like you had some good plans.
I remember that, Mike. The first time we played, we were playing for a while and this and that, and then it got heated. And it got really, really competitive. I remember the first time I set my planes up, and I went around, and I knocked out his whole power. And when you knock out your power, you have nothing to do. You can't build it. You can't. So now my planes just flew over, and his little missile drones went. They couldn't shoot anything. He was so. All I saw was "You are victorious."
Because he raged.
Jingle. Hang on, I got to play the jingle. It's by far the best jingle.
Is it because he raged or because you killed him?
He raged. Hang on. Hang on.
Were you guys on separate computers in different
yeah.
rooms playing and you
Oh,
connected? That's pretty funny. That's pretty fun.
Hang on. Generals. Where's the Victoria thing? Hang on.
Let's go, Dan.
I'm trying to pull it up. No, wrong one. Here it is.
You kind of look like you could be a little space cadet.
And every time that music would play, I would stand up. And I would turn my speakers full out so he could hear it. It's just a great song. You got to remember, I would drop the bombs, and it'll blow them all up. Then it'll come up. The thing will come. You are victorious, and right away I go. And then you go, "You're fucking bullshit."
I can't wait to hear his side of the story.
There's no other side to the story. That is the story.
This is a
He had
classic
no defense
one-sided
to it.
Dan tale.
He had absolutely no
When
defense.
Tom tells this story, it'll be far different, I'm sure.
I am looking forward to his side of the story. It won't be any different than what I just said. He could not handle. And I'm going to start by saying this to him. All future games, did you allow me to use your aura bombers? And it's going to be no, he wasn't allowed to. And that right there answers all the questions.
Well, how come he didn't use them?
Because I think it would be one particular general.
Mm.
There's like 9 different generals. If he picks one, you can't be the same one.
Classic. So it's like Dan with the black ball and croquet.
No, I was the Air Force general.
Dan was the cheapest
I
hero in
think he
command.
could. I think he could. But I knew how to take down the Air Force. I knew how to take down the planes.
That is, if you're gonna use something, you got to know how to beat it back. If
And then the
uses
Apache
something.
helicopters flying, and he could not handle it. God, that game was great. That game was fantastic. I might have to go play that a little bit too.
That would be pretty funny.
I had to troll people online.
So you're gonna have to clip some of that so Tommy can actually. You might just have to watch the whole episode because there's shit talk dripped in between.
That was some classic Dan versus Tom
You
battle.
say,
back
hey,
in our
you said
childhood.
straight up you were better than him at one point. You said he
what?
raged many times. You played the victory music on him. And you said you'd still beat him to this day.
That song
That's
probably
4 outrageous claims.
that song probably gives him nightmares at night.
I say, you guys always talked about it like it was a fun time. I never got the directive that Dan was destroying people at this game.
No, absolutely annihilating. I don't want to say their name, but the neighbors completely destroyed them in it too. I won't say their name, but absolutely annihilate them in generals. And by the way, I'm not just good at Command and Conquer generals. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Would be interesting. You'll have to play
Tom
some of the
doesn't
new-
bring up those games when we talk about the Dan versus Tom battles. He likes to keep those under the radar. that he used to love.
This is probably you're probably at the perfect age when that came out. You were probably what, like 15, and he was probably like 10.
Yeah, see, I was a computer gamer back in the day.
That's the classic older brother beating on the old younger brother age.
I was a computer guy back. I did not have. I mean, we had the Sega, but who cares about that?
Sega.
But then I had the Xbox. I remember that whole day. Do you remember a day when you got a system for whatever reason? I remember I got the original Xbox. It was a prepayment to the summer of babysitting. TJ and Kathy were like, you know what? We'll get you this. You're gonna babysit all summer long.
Tom.
And I got it. And the first game I got was WWF Raw. Huge disappointment. By far one of the worst wrestling games of all time I think I've ever seen. And then Grandma Patty Shevlin showed up the next day with Halo.
Didn't she say it was a Cowboys and Indians game?
No, she might have, yeah. She was the guy at Toys R Us said, this is the hottest game out right now. I'm like, I remember looking at it going, and the wetness that would come years down the road, it really can't be explained. The battles that took place in Halo 1 or 2, by far the best game I've ever partaken. Would you disagree?
I love Halo 1 and 2.
But you see, what didn't come out during your childhood?
I played 2. I had you can go back and you can look at my Xbox Live years. It's been active.
But I'm saying
it goes all the way back to Halo 2.
Halo 1 came out back when I was right in
Halo
high school.
1 was a little before my time.
It was perfect time. But the problem is there was no... I remember I had to do the Xbox Connect.
Yeah.
You had to go in to find the game. You could connect them in. Classic.
I only got to play at a couple of friends' houses for Halo 1, and I was super young. Yeah.
I like to do that. I want to get a big Halo System Link match.
Master Chief Collection is very wet these days. Very wet.
No. I want original Xbox, Halo, System Link in the tournament room. I don't want any online garbage or remakes. It's never been the same. I don't care what
I would play some pure Halo. And we have 8 original Xboxes.
No, you need 4.
4, but still we have 4.
I mean,
actually, I have 1 laying around my house.
You would have 4, but you would have split screen.
No.
4 people on the TV.
We definitely have enough TVs around here.
You need some big fucking screens that have 4 people on them.
Those 2 behind the bar are pretty absurd. You have to pull those bad boys down. Or you could just have them play at the bar.
Nope.
The 2 teams.
Nope. Screen looking.
I thought they'd be on the same team.
Well, yeah, to do free for all. Well, I guess for free for all doesn't really matter. You only do free for all on the little maps. Rockets, shotguns, no shields. Classic.
Those ones are stupid. Shotguns, no shields, doesn't even make sense. We've always argued about that one. Dan loves that game. Everyone thinks it's stupid.
Shotguns, no shields.
Rockets, no shields.
Absolutely.
I don't know why the shields are not. The rocket
because you could be by the rocket and still die.
You die no matter what near a rocket, with shield or not. It's outrageous.
Rockets, no shields, great. It's all about the rapid kills. That's what the rockets, no shields are. It's not about. It's about who can get 50 kills in like 5 minutes. It's about the rapidness.
There's some good change-ups once in a while.
I don't know what else. Where does this conversation go from?
I'd say, where did we get on to?
Went from
The Sims, probably. Yeah, I'm still
Sim
off of
Tower.
The Sims. And then you're saying how you got your Xbox or consoles, and then how your grandma got you that.
Did we finish the NASCAR Heat conversation? What's in it?
I think so. There wasn't really much announced.
What were the quick headlines? Customization.
That it's
the
happening.
graphics are awesome looking. Unreal Engine.
It's NASCAR. It's gonna be NASCAR 21.
Yep.
By the same company that did R Factor 2, which is a pretty good simulator that's on Steam right now.
Cool. So Danny NASCAR will have some fresh, hot content.
I hope.
And you're gonna be dishing out some copies to the boys as well.
I don't know. I might need a new name.
What do you mean?
Heat on Twitch. Classic blunder.
It's going to be NASCAR on Twitch.
It's too long.
Or Danny on Twitch.
Danny? It's a true shame. I think people still get a Heat on Twitch.
No. And it's a callback to your roots. Not bad.
All right, anything else we go over? Actually, we're almost to the end of the show. You know, I will say this one thing, and I heard you yelling about it earlier. Is it just me, or is there just never phones around here? Is it just me?
It's the chargers are in very weird spots.
Yeah, but there's 4 phones in this store, and when I hear the phone ring, like I just heard a few minutes ago, there's no phones even remotely close near us. There's one that should be charging there, one charging in the bar area, one and 2 charging out in the storefront. Like I don't get it. The phone's just never around. It's bizarre.
We have more phones than chargers, first of all. So there's always one that's just free hanging around.
Okay, still.
And then people get those mixed up. And then they try to mix and match the charging. It's no bueno.
It's bizarre. It's always, and then the thing is, they're always out in the store, and then I'll be out in the store, and they're all back here randomly. It's bizarre.
Get to rein them in, Dan.
Absolutely bizarre.
We need to get one of those old phones that have the curly Q cord.
Hello? Can you imagine if we actually had
A
one of those?
landline.
The
We used to have a corded phone.
And you had to ring it off the wall. I think that'd be classic.
And it would be a nice piece in some houses.
I think it'd be pretty sick. I think you get a lot of people that would comment on that when they walked in.
People playing with it.
That's true.
I found one of those old candlestick phones where you have to hold the cup to your ear and talk into the microphone thing for $145
Where?
on Amazon. It's
The cup in that is absurd. Imagine just coming home and chilling and
Yikes.
talking to someone like that. What's up, dog?
Saw, dude.
Hang on one second, my arm is getting tired. Okay.
Can you send me the link to that?
To the old phone?
The
Yeah.
Sim
No,
towers.
no, Sim Tower.
I already did.
Oh, okay, my phone's in the back. I think while I'm doing the 10-minute countdown for Danny NASCAR, I'm going to try to build a tower as quick as I can in the 10 minutes.
You should.
I am
Or
going
if you
to.
end a little early, you could do it. You could show it.
A little preview of Danny
Danny
Builder.
Sims. I like Danny Sims.
But isn't that close to a word you can't say on Twitch?
What?
Isn't there a
Oh,
word?
no. That's not it.
But isn't
Oh.
it kind of close, though?
It's a letter off.
It's, if you're playing The Sims, it's quite obvious what you mean.
Yeah.
I guess. Danny Sims. But it could be anything.
And we're going to Photoshop you bald in a doctor's jacket.
I guess that could work.
Just have the intro just be Dan on firefighter, doctor, astronaut.
That's
A
great.
general.
Yeah.
A general.
Yeah, he has been known.
You gotta show the cities, you gotta show the tower, you gotta show the houses, the mansions. That's all stuff I would be building.
Yeah.
We'll work on it. I'll talk to Tom about it.
Danny Sims, I kind of like it. We're at the time, we're at 6 o'clock. We got anything else to go over?
Just Joe Mama.
That's not a real
That's
one.
how you said it.
That's not a real one. Did you like that one last night, Steve?
I clipped it. It's up on.
Can you clip it? You know, I want to play it for the audience here.
Is
It's
it, if
already
you're going
on
to
the
use that
YouTube
setup, I
and
get
stuff.
to use that setup too going forward.
Whatever. I got you good, and then you're trying to act like it wasn't a real.
It
That
wasn't.
doesn't count.
That's how you just felt like when I did it to you is how you felt.
It's on YouTube.
How I
and
felt when you
stuff.
did it to me on Danny NASCAR.
Are you ready? So this is from last night, Danny NASCAR.
It's it sounds so bad. What?
Say, would you like to share with the rest of us, boy? No, I will not. Well, then keep your giggling to yourself. I don't appreciate it.
Here it comes, the setup.
You know what I'm laughing
It took you like 20 seconds.
at?
Steve was laughing so hard he had to mute his mic.
He didn't find it that funny. Come on.
Steve was laughing so hard he had to mute his mic.
Wasn't that good.
And that mic tried to act like, that doesn't count.
It's like I said, it was a 2 out of 10 at best.
Not really.
met the borderline requirements.
You gotta hear one more time. It's great.
You know what I'm laughing at? What? Yo, mama!
I thought it works just fine. But alright, guys, that's it for Behind the Counter. I guess I'm up next, 8 o'clock, Danny NASCAR. And then Austin will be on AC Weezy for Monday Night Gaming, all here tonight, Instant Games TV. Make sure you catch Mike this week, Retro Wednesday, and Dream Team.
My brothers should be there this week.
What
And
are you
me
guys
and Tom, probably Golden Axe on Genesis. Pretty wet 2-player. And then me and Tom are supposed to do the fantasy video this week.
Oh boy, it's almost fantasy football season. Let the fun begin.
The recap of last season and hype into next season and maybe a little draft board studying.
It's the classic fantasy football cycle. Okay, people have been off. People are hungry for it again. They're thirsty for the fantasy
I try to
football.
keep my thirst down until it gets really close. Otherwise, it overwhelms me.
Okay, the
But-
draft, and that's when the tears start. When people
I
have the
haven't
bad
done a
draft.
mock draft yet, but I think you can.
Oh, I'm sure you can. I think
You got to get our league fired up, by the way. Tom was talking shit on you the other
What?
day. He said that when he goes to the league on the computer, it just says, your commissioner still hasn't renewed the league yet.
Now I'm going to renew it, but I'm also going to send out a group chat about what rules need to be changed.
Well, first of all, this will be your last act as
I
commissioner,
don't think so.
is renewing the season so we can
Absolutely
exchange you out formally. So please hand over the keys to your office peacefully.
I'm going to open the discussion boards early. Because, like, there's some stuff we have to go over, like the waiver. Tom wants to do a whole new waiver system.
Yeah, that is something we have to discuss.
I do like that idea.
I don't really like it because I just don't know about it.
It's
honestly.
simple. You have money.
And this is our big league. Nothing's ever been changed about the rules.
Right, but
I like it being an ancient relic of the past.
My things changed. And there's some serious money on the line here.
Not really.
It's a $100 buy-in.
Is that serious, though?
$1,200?
It's just enough where it's not that serious. But it's kind of
You
serious.
say a $100 buy-in to a league is a serious business?
$100?
Yeah.
If you were to subscribe
Yeah.
for something for 4 months for $100, would it be that absurd?
I just
That's
not
$25 a month.
subscribe.
$25 a month for something extremely wet that you could
My
win
point
$1,000 at the end.
My point
But
is
you're
there's
enjoying
some
yourself the
serious-
whole time.
Some serious rules need to be decided. Because everyone bitched last year. Like, why didn't we talk about this before? Why didn't we go? Like, it was like 2
The
days
big
before
thing was the
draft.
COVID. Other than that, it would have been a smooth year. And then even afterwards, it worked out.
I'll start a group text.
People were trying to be soft, and they were trying to add their own roster spots because people were getting
And you'll get
COVID.
the classic people that don't. They say they don't want. I don't want to play this season, and they're thirsty for it. Absolutely thirsty for it.
I
there's
can't
some
wait to
people
get
that-
there.
there's some
You know
people
who's going to whine about it? The classic whiner?
Who?
Austin. Oh, come on.
Austin and Tyler, the No Look podcast.
Tyler doesn't whine in too
Nah,
much.
Tyler's a crybaby.
He's been pretty quiet in the league lately because his
he had a
teams
bad
have been
year.
a little stinky. But
The classic cycle. He was
once
all
he wins,
excited.
the shit talk rises with his winning, basically.
Tyler is let me break down Tyler for fantasy football because I love breaking him down. He gets all excited for the draft. The world is great. He goes ready. I'm going to dominate. My team is badass. He has a sick draft, and then the first match, nothing. like 5 points, and it's like, oh, Tyler, what happened? Oh, we're gonna get there. Did he even get a win? What'd
He
you end
had
up
2,
going-
I think.
2 wins the whole season?
Maybe more. He did beat me randomly. Quite the anomaly last
Did he
season.
almost go 0-10?
No, how deep did
I
he
think
go?
he almost went 0-10.
He went pretty deep. He didn't go that far.
I
That's.
think he
I
was
think
at
he was
least
0-4. I think
He
that's
was
it.
more than 0-4.
And that's effectively the end of your season if you go 0-4 right out of the
He's trying to
bat.
put a positive spin on it, and the positive just was not good. I think ultimately I said, Tyler, this is not a good season for you. So you'll have him decline. I'm not playing.
I look
this
forward to
year."
him hopefully having a better team this year and being in the mix.
I will say it's no fun when he's not in the mix. It's just not fun seeing poor Tyler down in 12th place with no wins. It's just not exciting.
He tried to recreate my super wet 2019 Lamar Jackson led squad, and
True.
it just didn't have the same Mike magic touch to it. The Hernandez blessing on it.
You have AC Weezy. caused some.
He
Caused
did.
some
He
drama
had a
last
good season though,
did
despite the
good.
rule whining and the trade vetoing.
But he went in there as a rookie in our league. It was questioning everything. Kind of absurd. If I was invited into a gentleman's league that was $100, I wouldn't be jamming up the rules. Would you?
Would you really call it a gentleman's league with the people that are in there?
It does get pretty fishy at times.
I mean,
Pretty
Germ
sketch.
Dog's in there, so. And TJ. Oh, come on.
Nonetheless,
That's his
we're
dad,
almost
by the
there,
way.
fantasy football. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Yep.
Okay, anything else you want to go over?
I got nothing.
Good?
Yo, mama.
Yee. All right, guys, this is Behind the Counter. Adios. Danny NASCAR up next, 8 o'clock, right here at Insane Game TV. Adios.